Guys, another animal has entered the family. Come take a look with me. In this rack, this is temporary home that we got him in last night. Look at this snake here, guys. Come down and take a look with me. Right here, if you guys don't know, this is the southern white-lipped python. This is a species of python from New Guinea. This species of python is called the white-lipped python because, as you guys can see right here, if you take a closer look, you can see this white lips here. They also have a pretty iridescence that you can see going down their back. These snakes are amazing. This is a female. We don't have a name for her yet. We just got her yesterday. She's still warming up to us a little bit, and she was super aggressive yesterday. These snakes are actually known for being relatively aggressive, so we've just been getting our hands on with her, hanging out, just kind of calming down, getting her used to things around here. We put her in this rack because she was super stressed yesterday. We had extra bins, but she does have a new enclosure upstairs. Just a 4-foot enclosure. This is a semi-arboreal species, so she'll climb a little bit. But just look how beautiful, guys. This is pretty early on in the video. Let me know if you guys have any name suggestions. Drop them down in the comments, and I'll pin the comment that has the name that I'm gonna use. But this is just a beautiful species of snake, guys. If you know anything about white-lipped pythons, also drop down white-lipped python facts in the comments. But a beautiful species, the southern white-lipped python. Let's take a look. We're gonna go do some things with her today. We'll take her outside so you guys can see this iridescence. Let's get out there now, and we'll set up her enclosure today as well. So guys, now that the channel is growing and you guys are getting to know me, you guys are starting to see my collection grow. So this is probably one of the most, I'd say, rare snakes that I have so far. I have usually pretty common stuff, a lot of rescues, but this is a snake that I'm super proud that I got to find. But as I was saying, look at this iridescence on her back. I don't know if you guys can even, the camera just doesn't do it any justice, I know it. But let's see if we can get her on the ground. Oh, come on. And guys, this is pesticide-free grass, so all my animals come outside. I just noticed something crazy about this snake, guys. In the middle of her head, the very middle scale is a star. So if you guys seen anything like that before, let me know. But that may also be a name suggestion. So like I said, I'm gonna leave the name up to you guys. But if I think star could be a good name for this female white-lipped python. It's a beautiful species of snake. Usually typically pretty cage aggressive. She flew out at me this morning when I went to check on her. And yesterday she took a nice bite out of my knuckle, but not too bad yet. But when she gets up to like 7 feet, that might be pretty painful. The next thing I want to do is get inside and get her new enclosure down. It's still up in my garage. I'm setting up the whole basement, building some new enclosures, as you guys probably saw in the background of my last video. But if you didn't, go back and watch it. You probably can see the new black dragon enclosure in the last part of my video. But we also have 2 new PVC enclosures that are going down in the basement with all the animals. So let's bring her enclosure down so we can get her set up in her new forever home. Alright guys, so we're here actually the next day with the white-lipped python. We had an issue setting up the enclosure, but we're actually trying to get him in this bin so we can set up the enclosure for temporary things, but he's actually not cooperating. Like I told you guys, he's not always the nicest snake, so we kind of have to forcefully, we're not hurting him by doing this, but he's not the happiest in this moment. But we're gonna get him into a bin while we set up this enclosure. Let's see if we can get him off of this hook. Come on. Alright, so we'll do our best, and this will only be for the next few minutes while we set up his enclosure. Gotta fit him in here and alright, he's in this for just the next few minutes, because as we have here, sticks and bowls and substrate that's going to go in his new enclosure. So this is a 4x2 enclosure that he'll be spending his temporary life in, but we're just gonna set it up for him. We got some cocoa fiber. And this was used. This enclosure was somebody else's that I just bought because I knew that we were getting some new animals in. So this is a temporary setup. It's not the best, but it'll do for now. So a thin layer of that because we have all of this stuff here, which is gonna be our other substrate. Throw some cork pieces in here. Then we're gonna sprinkle this leaf litter and substrate mix in here and mix this around. I've got a mountain back here. So this enclosure was already equipped with heat, which is a good thing. It's a good heating thing in there, a heating element right here at the bottom. So he'll be good in there. All right, so quickly we'll set up these sticks and things all stacked up. And we're on a different device now because the camera died. But we're just gonna kind of line this enclosure up with everything that he needs. We'll get a water bowl, good sized water bowl in here. Some more pieces of cork. This is just all extra stuff that I had laying around that he'll be able to hide under and things like that. So as you guys can see, this enclosure is actually pretty set up. It's also pretty barren because I want to keep an eye on him. I want to make sure he eats. But I also have something else here. Here's going to be his warm side hide. So put this hide in the corner. This is probably where he'll spend a lot of his time, but he's also able to go under here, this cork. He can hide behind these leaves, which is all really good for him. He can hide over here. He's able to get up on this if he'd like, climb around and perch. It'll be nice for him to actually get a chance to explore this whole enclosure, probably tonight as he, goes around. But let's get him some water. That's next. There we go. Okay. And I'm gonna add more substrate and things. I also have a UV light that I'm gonna actually install in here to this enclosure, but I have to first find the mounting piece, so I'll do that off camera. But the UV is already here, it's already purchased, but I just have to find the pieces that go inside. But for now, he's got everything he needs. I got adjustable light, so look, it dims. Well, it brightens and it dims. That's on a timer. I have it on the most bright setting. I also have heat coming down here on a thermometer. So everything that this boy needs is actually in his enclosure. Eventually I'll add more sticks and things like that, but for now this is more than enough for the boy to explore his new home. Like I said, guys, name suggestions. This boy is probably gonna take a bite out of me because he was not so happy that I was taking him out of his enclosure. But just look at this again. Look how amazing this snake is. Well, you're gonna wanna let go of me soon. And go in your enclosure. Come on. Go ahead. Look at him go. Look at that. And there he goes, guys, right into his new enclosure. I hope he really enjoys it. I mean, it took a lot to set it up and get everything in place for him, but I think he's gonna be happy. We'll try to feed him this weekend and see if he eats, but it is still early, so I'll let him settle. He's gonna be in his enclosure, exploring for the next couple of days. Probably gonna bury himself. As you guys can see, he's... So everything's set up for this guy. Let me know if you guys have any white lip python tips. But this is his new temporary home. down in the basement. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you guys like this enclosure build. Let me know if you guys want to see more content like this, and I'll keep posting it for you guys. See you next time. Peace.